Yo, 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 yo. Hey, yo, so look, man. Welcome to the ADHD Show. I'm the nigga Tone, man. Big Tone. I got ADHD. That's why I call it the ADHD Show, because I have ADHD. And it's terrible. And for 35 cents, you can... I don't give a fuck about that shit. I want to talk about, some, anime shit, man, because I don't love anime as much as I used to. You know what? I'm starting to notice that. They're not engaging to me enough. They don't feel good enough to me. Like me, I don't like Chainsaw Man. Now, have I really fucking sat down and really gave it a chance? Not really, you know what I mean? But it has to give me some type of interest for me to even do that part. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of new anime out there that I've been fucking with. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot, but I've been fucking with Fire Force. I fuck with Demon Slayer. Look, hold on a minute, bro. Let me talk about this real quick. All right? Demon Slayer is one of the most overrated shows I've ever seen. Great animation, great animation. The story, it was just hard for me to follow. It was hard for me to understand like what was going on. He was kind of going around. I don't know. I think I skipped some episodes. But I went back and watched everything, and the storyline is a little fucking wild. It's kind of like the storyline from Hunter x Hunter. This guy's looking for another guy. You know what I'm saying? The main character is basically looking for this other dude. Keeps hearing stories about him, all this other shit. And he ends up, you know, becoming Hashira, and well, I don't know if he's actual Hashira. You know, some of the facts from that show, they get by me. You know what I mean? They get by me. I'm not gonna say I know everything about the water breathing and fucking the fire breathing technique and the whatever breathing technique and sound, and you know what I mean? It kind of exploded into basically like Naruto, you know what I mean? Like that, like earth, fire, instead of just earth, fire, stone, lightning, shit like that, it comes into sound and it comes into bubbles and fucking just all type of shit, you know what I mean? Clothing, you know what I mean? Anyways, this is why I find it hard to talk about anime, because with ADHD, talking about anime, bro, you're gonna end up on some 9 million tangent somewhere else, you know what I mean? Not even knowing where the fuck you're at. But the point is, Demon Slayer's overrated, man. I mean, the fights are kind of cool, but they're just not, like, it takes so long, dude. It's so long and drawn out that most of these fights, first of all, oh my God. You know what I hate in anime period? And this is why, like, I hate when the dude, like, you have to die like 8 times and then get another power up. Like, what? How? Like, homie was just laying there, arm chopped off, motherfucking said he couldn't move 18 special moves ago. You know what I mean? Motherfucker said he couldn't move a muscle in his body 3 Razingans ago. This nigga did 4 Chidoris, but he said he couldn't move his limbs. You know, I hate that shit so bad. And it's so annoying because it's like you don't have to do that. Like, it's just so extra to, like, you know what I mean? When it works, it works. You know what I'm saying? Like what was that? There was an anime where dude was fighting. I mean, he wasn't fighting, but he had got knocked out or died. I forgot if he died or got knocked out, but he was still standing up. That was hard. You know what I mean? But they didn't make the man like power up and fucking go Ultra Instinct. You know what I mean? That's what I hate. And also, his case was different too, because it wasn't like Demon Slayer, bro, where literally you see, Tanjiro has this moment, bro, where fucking, he's all fucked up, bro. Like when he's fighting, any of his fights. He's fighting any of his fights, bro. He always has several moments, but let's say he always has a moment where he stops. I can't barely move. And if I use this technique, then it's gonna burn my insides and my fire breathing and this and that. I can barely whatever. His lips start getting all fucking chapped and all cracked up and shit. Because he's doing the fire breathing, right? Or whatever. If I do one more fire wheel, I'm gonna fucking die. my body's gonna burn up, and then all of a sudden his fucking mark grows more, and now he can do whatever the fuck he wants to do way more. Before, this nigga couldn't take another step. He was stuck. He was stuck frozen. I know y'all remember this episode. I could be getting the shit wrong, all mixed up, but fuck that shit. You know what I'm talking about. Homie was sitting there stuck frozen, bro, and he couldn't do anything, and then his fucking mark grew, and he just plus ultra his way the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying? That shit is bullshit. You know what I mean? For certain shit, that shit's bullshit. You know what I mean? In Tanjiro's case, what, does he have a fucking demon fox inside of him that's helping him out? Is there a fucking Uchiha clan behind him helping him out? Is there a fucking, like, what makes him so fucking special? You know what I'm saying? Especially in a world that's not like solo leveling, to where you're born with whatever you're born with. No, nigga, like, you're born with, I mean, you can just become shit. You gotta go find a nigga, like, if you have a small piece of talent, you have a small piece of talent or whatever, you just train hard than a bitch. And you can be a fucking strong as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go fuck with the Hashira. They're gonna train your ass up to the fucking, bro, you're gonna be a goat after that. So, why is this nigga allowed to be stronger than everybody? You know what I mean? Like, why is this nigga allowed to, oh, my limbs don't work, and 2 seconds later, boom. Oh, and then they come up with, oh, well, he has that mark. It's that mark. I've only ever seen one other guy with that mark. It's whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Stupid. Stupid. You know what I mean? I forgot what it's called, too. It has a... Dude, I'll look this shit up right now. I got time. Hold on. What the fuck? What does the Demon Slayer mark on Tanjiro's head do? Okay, so look. Apparently, the mark on Tanjiro's head is called a Demon Slayer mark. Wow. Wow. Who came up with that name? Anyways, so it's called a Demon Slayer mark. And guess what? If you have it, you're fucking born to be a demon slayer, bro. You sign up. You get access to sun breathing. I think that's the fire breathing one. You get access to sun breathing as if no one else can have it. I mean, I don't understand it, to be honest. I don't understand it. I don't understand why you need a demon slayer mark to have sun breathing. If I believe, right? Sun breathing is like the original breathing technique or something, right? Like something like that. It's like basically, if you can do sun breathing, you can do other breathings. But if you can do other breathings, that doesn't mean you can do sun breathing. You feel me? So it's special, but it's like, you need a mark for that? You know what I mean? Like, it's not like it's so far gone from water breathing or anything else. It's really not. It's pretty much the same thing. You're just dealing with different elements, and then it allows you to deal with the other elements as well. So that's cool, but it's like, why does that? What are you, the fucking Avatar? Like, what are we doing here? The Avatar of the Demon Slayers? But there's multiple. Everybody has that mark. I mean, not everybody, but there's multiple people with that mark. And then it says it gives you the ability to beat upper rank demons. Isn't there motherfuckers without that mark that could beat upper rank demons? Or does every Hashira have a fucking Demon Slayer mark? Because if every Hashira has a Demon Slayer mark, then what the fuck is the point of the Demon Slayer mark? Just make them strong. You don't need a mark. You just need to be a Hashira. You know? You don't have to have a fucking burn on your forehead. All you really need is a sword and some fucking kick-ass expertise, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about? It's just overrated, bro. Everything's super drawn out. The fights are super drawn out. They don't have to be because, like I said, shit kind of close. Like I said, they're really just sitting there like they could already been dead. They could have already been dead. You know what I mean? But nigga just sitting there talking about, I can't move. I'm on my last leg. If I take one more breath, I might. You know what I mean? And then out of nowhere, come on, Tanjiro. Boom. Dude, now you're ready to fucking take on 19 more upper rank demons. It's just crazy. Like, I hate that shit. You know who does that a lot? Who does it worse than Demon Slayer? Probably the only people that do it worse than Demon Slayer. Jujutsu Kaisen. Holy shit, Jujutsu Kaisen. Dude, these guys are the kings and queens of just making shit out of your ass. You know what I'm saying? Just pulling shit out of your ass. Everything in Jujutsu Kaisen, from every aspect, it seems like something someone just pulled out of their ass. Like, you know? We're gonna have this guy, we gotta have a white-haired character. He has to be cool. But our white-haired character is gonna be the best white-haired character of all time. This motherfucker's gonna have white hair, blue eyes, and just be flawless. No, I mean like over the top flawless. Like, we're gonna make it so that when this kid is fucking born, the whole world changes. That's how serious our white-haired character is. That's how cool our white-haired character is. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is JJK doing, bro? Everything they do, it comes out of their ass. Their power structure, straight out of a butt cheek. Like, what are we talking about? We have the curse, you have the curse energy, then you have, you got binding vows, you got fucking, god damn it, you got heavenly restrictions. You have so much stuff, and the problem with that is, it's not that it's the fact that it's so much stuff. It's just the fact that every single little thing does not have a real, like, deep down explanation. Curse energy itself is like such like a fucking, it's similar to chakra. It's similar to chakra, but it's also more similar to nin, the way you use it. You know what I mean? Like, you can use this shit in so many different ways, but the main one is hitting and slashing. You know what I'm saying? It's just so fucking weird. Then you have those motherfuckers with the heavenly restriction or whatever, the binding vows, all that shit. Look, dude, Sukuna pulls a new binding vow out of his ass every 30 seconds. This motherfucker just has a new trick up his ass every second. The whole first, then you don't even realize the whole time he's fighting, most of the time, he's not even using his actual, so that's what it is. I forgot what it's called. Hold on. What are the powers called in Jujutsu Kaisen? Okay, here we go, bitch. So, so look, bro, they got curse energy, curse techniques, innate techniques, extension techniques. Like, bro, what the fuck, bro? You got barriers, you got domains, you got the fucking Shikigami if you got one of those. You got reverse curse technique. It's just so much shit. And not one of these things are fully explained except reverse curse technique. And that's basically because it's just healing. It's just healing. You're healing, you can heal. How good is your reverse curse technique? Depends on how much, that's what reflects how much you can heal and what you can do. You know what I'm saying? If you got real good reverse curse technique, you can damn near bring a nigga back to life. You know what I'm saying? As long as he's on the cusp. He can't be already dead. I don't think that's how reverse curse technique works. He can't be already dead, but he could be like, nigga, like right there. Like his heart could have stopped for 2 days, nigga. As long as he's technically alive, nigga. They gonna make it work. They gonna make it work. You know what I mean? Jujutsu Kaisen, they pull shit out their ass, bro. I mean, look, they make certain motherfuckers that they like so damn strong that they have to just keep pulling shit out their ass. And you look at somebody like hold on, let me go back to Sukuna. The whole thing is, you realize Sukuna, this nigga was not even using his innate technique or his main technique or his main shit. He was using a whole bunch of shit that he just gained over the time or whatever. You know, his backup low-key shit. He wasn't using none of his special shit, except for his domain expansion. I don't think you can have a halfway domain expansion. I think you could change like the radius and shit like that. You could change the radius, I think, of the domain expansion, but you can't change your domain expansion. I don't think I've ever seen anybody have like a domain expansion and then like Bankai, you know what I mean? Like it goes to something else now. And yeah, because his domain expansion, Sukuna's domain expansion, Malevolent Shrine, I know it because he uses it so fucking much. I think he uses his domain expansion more than anybody except Gojo and what is this guy's name, bro? What? What's the curse technique guy with stitched together skin on JJK? Mahito. So yeah, Mahito's a fucking sick motherfucker, yo. He's a sick bastard. But I fuck with him now. He does some crazy shit, right? He could change bodies and shit into weapons. He does body transmorphigation. I don't know the word. Oh, he transfigured humans. He makes transfigured humans. They can blow up and shit. They just do all type of nasty shit. He's a nasty motherfucker. What's my point? Anyways, point is, Every time I turn around, you know, Sukuna has a new fucking binding vow or new whatever. He just keeps going with that shit. The powers in JJK are unbelievable. You know what I mean? Unbelievable. You can't guess somebody's power that they don't have. I would say all of their powers are as vast as My Hero Academia, and some of them are weird too, like that. But whenever Yuji's like about to die or something, he always has some crazy like catalyst come up. Sukuna takes over his body, gets a new power, the Divergent Fist, and Black Flash. You know what I mean? Like, Divergent Fist, for one, you have a power that is supposedly you're beating on a motherfucker's soul directly with each punch. How does anyone withstand that? How does anybody live from that? How does anybody get anywhere with that? Because you're beating somebody's soul. I mean, I don't understand that. I never understood how that made sense. How motherfucker, like, he keeps hitting this nigga. You know what I mean? Keeps hitting him too. It's like, how do you beat someone's soul? I don't. It's why. Obviously, it doesn't do much because it fucking wasn't. It wasn't stopping Sukuna. He was still whooping ass the whole time. So, you know, but that's JJK for you. But I haven't been in as much anime as I normally have. And it's mostly because of streaming. Not everybody has all the same shows, like on Hulu or fucking Netflix, HBO Max, all that shit. And I got different shit. I got a lot of shit, but I don't have everything. And I don't have Crunchyroll anymore. I used to have an app with yellow logo that shows anime. VRV, that's what the fuck I was looking for. I told you, I'll take time. It's the ADHD show, baby. I'll do whatever the fuck I want on this one. And because I don't gotta do shit, I ain't gotta worry about copyright, none of that shit, bitch. It's me. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, VRV used to be I used to fuck with that. I don't even know if it's really out anymore, because it's been so long since I've been on it. But I used to fuck with VRV, man. They had pretty much every anime I think that I was watching at the time. And because they partnered up with Crunchyroll and some other shit, and they also had some other little shows with some stick people. I forgot what it's called. Let me find out. VRV show with stick people. Crazy VRV show with stick people. Ah, I found it. The Cyanide and Happiness Show. There was a show on there called The Cyanide and Happiness Show. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this. You probably have, but it's called The Cyanide and Happiness Show. This fucking show is wild as shit. It's just the wildest, like, stick people animations. They're doing crazy shit. Like, I mean, crazy shit. There's one where I think homie gets like his dick chopped off or something. Like, that's what I mean. Like, it's wild. It's an adult show. It is an adult show. It's for adults. But it's stick people. It's on VRV. Pretty funny. Anyways, I used to go on VRV and watch anime and shit, and now I don't go on there anymore. I don't have the app anymore on Xbox, I don't think. Or I don't sign up for the premium or blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I just don't use it anymore. So I don't really watch as much anime because I don't have like an anime hub app that I fuck with. I started watching anime online, like most of you, I'm sure. Like most of you as well, I'm sure. I started on some shit that's probably not around anymore. But then they have Anime Planet, which is around, but now they don't really show the episodes and shit. Back in the day, they showed every episode when it dropped. Like, they had everything, the whole seasons, every back season, the OVA, all that. You know what I mean? But nowadays, they don't have that. Now you go on there, I think you have to pay for shit like that. Now you go on there, it's mostly a whole description of the show. You know what I mean? It's like an IMDb for anime, basically. That's what Anime Planet is. When I was really watching anime heavy, all of my favorite anime were releasing. You know, anime didn't release like it releases now. You know, now there's whole seasons, and it's only like 14 episodes, 10 episodes, you know, and you gotta wait like a year and a half for the next fucking season, or a year for the whole next season. And it's like, dude, that's a drag. It's not the same. You know, back when Naruto was dropping, the reason why there's so many filler episodes is because they used those episodes in between the main story, so that motherfucker still had something to watch when they were dropping the episodes. You know what I'm saying? There was a time, the Fourth Great Ninja War, holy shit. Dude, you want to talk about filler episodes. Dude, there was so fucking many. Do you know how many episodes it took before Sasuke woke up? Sasuke was gone out of Shippuden for like 100 episodes, maybe more. It was a long time, bro. After he fights with Naruto on, and he loses, you know, his eyes are like blind as fuck, and Obito has to take him to the other dimension and shit. You know what it's called. Starts with a K. That other dimension, and I guess he does a surgery on him, gives Itachi's eyes and shit. This motherfucker doesn't pop back up till like the middle of like the 4th Great Shinobi War. Hella motherfuckers died already by the time this nigga wakes up and just, you know, wakes up, goes for a stroll, kills all the Zetsu, you know what I'm saying? Sasuke wakes up on some other shit. But you know when you have like a crazy night, right? Like you ever had a crazy night, you drinking, you might even, you did a little, you popped a couple pills, you did some crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? Some shit you don't normally do, you know what I'm saying? You were just wild. The next day, after you sleep for fucking 20 hours, the next day when you wake up, bro, you be like, damn, I really need to chill the fuck out. Like, I'm really tripping. You get that moment of clarity. You know what I mean? You get that moment of clarity and almost like, not depressed, but you feel like, shameful. You know what I mean? You feel shameful, like, damn, I was fucking tripping last night. And you realize you're doing too much. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what happened to Sasuke. Like, he woke up, nigga, and was just like, yeah, all that shit I was on yesterday or whenever the fuck. All that shit was on 3 months ago, damn near. Like, yeah, man, I really need to chill out. I think I want to go figure some shit out. Like, he had to take a minute to go think what's going on right now. He figured out what's going on. I'm not going over there to do no war for no fucking Kabuto. Fuck that bitch ass nigga. I run shit, nigga. I run me, nigga. I'm finna go do what I do, you feel me? Ends up, I can't remember if he sensed his brother or if he just saw that nigga. I think he just saw that nigga running or something and he just like beelined with that nigga. So yeah, there's not that much anime out now that's out consistently that makes me want to watch it so much. And I think that's also another reason why so many people nowadays that watch anime, they watch so many different anime. It's because, I mean, there's so many different spread out seasons, you know what I mean? You gotta watch some different shit. Out of the new anime, my favorite would have to be Fire Force, My Hero's tight, but I stopped watching My Hero. I stopped watching it because when it had that big ass gap back in a couple months back, or maybe last year, I don't remember, because I heard it's back on. I have not started watching it again yet. I don't really know where it's at, but like that last episode where I think Endeavor fights that really crazy Nomu, the really last one, like where he like almost dies. That was like the last episode that I watched, and I'm pretty sure that was a long time ago now. But that was like the last episode I watched. I think no. I did watch one after that, when Deku's tripping. That's the last one I watched. The last one I watched was when Deku was tripping. He's like, where he's working hella hard and everybody's like, you gotta relax, take a break. He's like, I can't take a break. Everyone escaped from prison, and he's just tripping. He's going everywhere, saving everybody, doing everything. That was the last one I watched. I stopped watching it because it was taking too long to pick up and everything. I read the manga, and so I pretty much got to the end, you know what I mean? And I was just waiting for everything to catch up. From what I heard, I think the fucking anime caught up. I don't know, because I haven't watched it. I gotta go check it out, you know what I mean? That's probably what I'm gonna check out next. I just started kind of fucking with Vinland Saga, because I've been seeing a lot of YouTube videos on it, and it made me want to watch it, and I never watched it, so it made me feel like I was out of the loop. It seemed like it was old or something. But I started watching that a little bit. It seems tight so far. I love anime. It's just, you know, they gotta get better with these release dates, and I mostly only like more closer to reality things as far as how things work. You know what I mean? Like Fairy Tail was hard for me to watch, but after a while I kind of got into it and then it trailed off somewhere, or I just lost it. I don't know. You know, I love Seven Deadly Sins. Bleach is probably my top. If I had to say like my top 5 anime, and you know what, I'm gonna try to put them in order. This is my top 5 anime in order. Number 1 would be Bleach, I think. Number 1 would probably be Bleach. Because that shit was just crazy, bro. I like everybody's energy in there. Everybody's hard as fuck. Everybody is hard as fuck. Like, they don't like no soft shit. This nigga Ichigo whoops 5 motherfuckers without any powers. It's just in his normal world. It's just normal bullies. He beats they fucking ass 1v5, bro. Come on, dude. Come on, this show is peak, bro. And the animation, all that shit is great. Their bad guy, this motherfucker, look, you know how when you make a bad guy like way too strong, right? And they end up like they give Goku Ultra Instinct, or they make a bad guy too strong and then they just out of nowhere they do some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Madara, that fucking Black Zetsu just come in there and kill him. Bro, they don't do that with Bleach. Aizen, nigga, is really him. He's really him. He never dies. He's still alive to this day. They can't do nothing with him. They can't do nothing with him. He's so fucking strong. The best they can do is trap him. That's the best they can do, is trap his bitch ass, lock his bitch ass up, cause he's just too goddamn strong. That it just goes together so well. It makes perfect sense. So it's just like, ooh, it's nice, bro. It makes you feel good about being nervous about that guy. You know what I'm saying? I hate when you're like, you see a bad guy and you're like, damn, this motherfucker, and then lo and behold, the next arc, that motherfucker's weak as shit. That nigga's really a bitch. Aizen was never a bitch. Aizen was never a bitch. He never, you know what I mean? Every big bad guy in the show up till him, he sends them. They all damn near under him. You know what I mean? It's all his plan. He's that hard. And that's how the final bad guy should be, damn near. And you know what? And he's not the final, right? Because you got the Yahuba, or however the fuck you say his name. Yahweh, Yabbaja, Jehovah Witness. I don't know how the fuck you say his name. You got that guy, right? He's like the last bad guy, and he's like a fucking Quincy Jesus. So, you know, it's rough with him. But at least, you know, the other main bad guy, he's still in the picture, and he's still going crazy. Number 2, Naruto. Naruto, nothing needs to be said. Naruto is probably, to be honest, it's one of the greatest, it's probably the greatest show, most loved show, anime show of all time besides Dragon Ball Z. You know, I would say out of the most love that any show gets, I would say Dragon Ball Z, Naruto. Like, they get fucking love, bro. So, Bleach, Naruto, then we got Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho, fire. That's number 4. And 5, Fire Force, man. I mean, I do like Black Clover. It's not my top 5, I don't think. Oh, I fuck with Baki. I'm putting Baki at number 5. So we got Bleach, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho, and Baki. Baki is crazy as fuck, bruh. I like Baki. Is the artist or the writer homosexual? I believe so. But that doesn't take away from the show and what these niggas are doing. I think it kind of makes sense that, like, why these niggas are always like half naked, because they're all like super ripped, and a big aspect of the show is showing how to use these like intricate muscles and how each of these moves are performed, and they kind of really like go deep into martial arts. You know, the whole show is all about martial arts. Everybody in that show is hard too. You know what I mean? On another level. So like they go through shit kind of like niggas in Bleach are. You get their arm chopped off, they don't give a fuck. You know, they want to keep going. Same thing in Baki. The motherfucker, there's a dude, I think Jack, gets his fucking face bit off. He keeps fighting. Motherfuckers get their arms broken, legs broken, back broken, arm ripped off, leg ripped off, fucking hole in their stomach. They're still fighting, and they love it. They fucking love it, bro. That's crazy. Motherfucker saw this motherfucker bite somebody on TV in a match, and he went to the fucking fight and was like, bite me. Yeah, right here. What? Fucking weirdos. But it's all about fighting. Like, they're weird for fighting. You know what I mean? They're not on some, like, super weird shit. They're just on some weird fighting shit. Yeah, Yujiro Hanma. That motherfucker, yo, talk about demons. That nigga right there, crazy on some shit. Crazy. So, yeah, bruh. Baki's definitely going number 5. And that's just, you know, my top 5 favorite anime. And that's just what I think, bro. You know, that's my personal 5. I don't think that's like the most 5 famous. Obviously not. I don't even think niggas fuck with Baki like that. Or Yu Yu Hakusho for that matter, because it's kind of old. I know RDC puts Yu Yu Hakusho on tough because the way Mark plays. I just be forgetting shit in the heat. I don't know what it is sometimes. But anyways, because of the way Mark from RDC plays Yusuke, so you know, it gets a little fame. But that show's dope too. But overall, man, like, I love anime. I'm getting more deeper into it, and I'm gonna have some more anime-related content uploaded to the channel very soon. We get into it, man. But hey, man, that's the show for today. We gonna end it right there. Thank you very much for watching and paying attention. I fuck with you if you fuck with me all day. We trying to get to 100,000. Please like and subscribe. Mostly subscribe. I don't give a fuck if you like it or not, but that'd be cool too. But please subscribe and holla at your boy.